When you're in a Google Doc, one really easy way to see who did what when is through the revision history. So I can get to that by just clicking on up here where it says last edit was made, or sometimes this will say all changes were made, all changes were saved. But if I just click on that, I get my revision history. And over here, it's just a chronological archive of what happened when. And so if I click on one of these, it's basically going to take me back in time. And so now I can see over here on the left what this document looked like at August 17th at 9:32 in the morning. And you'll notice if we scroll through here, anything that's in green are changes that were made by that person. So you can see right here that I made this change on August 17th. I made that change, so I deleted something, anything that's crossed out. So when I'm in a document, this is really nice because it gives me a granular look of changes that were made to the document and on what day and by who. So if there are more than one person on this document, we would each have our own color. So revision history is really great when you're inside a document, but sometimes you just want to have a quick glance at if somebody's opened or changed a document, not have to open each document. So I'm going to show you how you can do that within your drive. So we're in this document, Google One, what is GAF? So if I click over here in my drive, there's that document. If I just click on it, I get my little icons across the top. But let's talk about this one where it says View Details. So if I click on that, it's going to load activity, and this is going to give me a really quick screen look at who did what when. So it's like a revision history without opening the document. It's not quite as granular, but it's a really good place to start. So it tells me that I edited an item on February 9th, and you can just click down through here. I changed the permissions on it. I moved it, so it gives me a history of this document in one really quick glance. If I want details about where it is, I can click on this and it gives me a preview of it, tells me who has access to it, where it is, when it was created, when it was last opened by me. I can add a description right here. So you can get a lot of information by just clicking on that icon. This is information about that specific file. Let me see if I've got a folder in here. You can get the same information on a folder by clicking on it as well. So if I click down through here, here's a folder. You'll see same information I get. If I click on activity, it's going to give me activity on everything that's within that folder. So it's saying that I edited this document that's within this folder on yesterday. So I can get lots of information on this folder pretty quick by clicking on that little icon. I really think the information button is very helpful when you are working within a shared folder because it tells you who did what pretty quick over here, so you can see who shared or made edits or removed items. So sometimes if you're working in a shared folder and a file goes missing, one of the first places I recommend you looking is to click on the folder, come up here, and typically you can see over here that somebody removed a file from that folder. And if you see that, you can take action. You can ask that person to put the file back in the folder, or the link over here is live, so you can just click on that document and it will take you right to that document so you still have access. So the information button is really a nice tool to have. It gives you a glance at who's doing what, when, with the documents, and it can really give you all the history on a document or a folder.